Eyes are so bright.
Ne? Thozani esaphandu nakuthela ngaphandle but ke Thozani bazalwane, Thozani nabogogo nomkhulu. Uthi amen kwabathandazi. I'm actually thrown off a bit because I actually can't see myself, and usually in videos the camera's facing me and all of that, but it's so awkward. Kodwa sithozani bogogo nomkhulu, thozani nje nonke. Ngiyavusela unina. Ngiphinde ngibingelele ngithi nje amen kwabathandazi noma kuthula kwabathandazi. Mina Makhosi uNdlovuso nje mengithi ngivusela abakithi kogatsheni uba benyathi ubusomzomluko ombongo zingalwane nabandlovu zilikhanga kusole boluso zuthi zoluso umuntu omuntu abazalene anibonthana ukuthema madoda mazibukoni makwande. Ngiphinde ngikhuleka nanina ke amathonga amahle kubaba komakhanyongo nogomede kophathwa koqaba kuzwa kwena ngezitha. Yithi nje sizohlangana phezukwane inkulumo. I don't think I've ever formally introduced my children. And njengoba siphila nje eDlozini, you know, they are an extension of me, they are an extension of myself, they are an extension of impande yakiti, they are an extension of my lineage. So ngiqale inkosazane yami on my left, or Ama, as we call her, igama lakhe langempela libalulekile, but she has a closer name, funny enough, Ama. And then on my right, Thandi, ne? It's also not her full name, but nje magama babizwa ngayo noma sithi uGogozi. Gogozi. And then we have umncanyana kaShabalala, uBoyzini, right? Akasakhulileke ke nayo siyagijima, so insizwa uyayibona ukuthi ibhizi shaya isigubhu yenzani iphakathi inside. I just thought ukuthi they're very vocal kids. Abantwana are very expressive, and it's something I had to make peace with ukuthi ngibayekele baflourishe as amadlozi, because amadlozi abo, we see them every day babaqhagele. Kubone even phezu kweinkulumo, kubone ukuthi there are times kube nemoya ikiphakame phezu kwabo, ubone ukuthi labantwana labo kungekudala umnyango weDlozi uzokusimuza. So nje I thought ukuthi, you know what, it's time I let them express themselves and have communication, and we discuss certain things that I don't usually like really give it isikhathi ukuthi sidiscuss nabo, or uthole ukuthi ezinye izinto that I feel that maybe you
coming back.
Okay, but yeah, some of these conversations that we have, angingedwa ngumntwana weDlozi onengane that are spiritually gifted and also have a calling of their own, because as much as ngiyisangoma and nginesiphiwo and ngasamukela isiphiwo sami and I live and I flourish within it, but also nabantwana bami, they have their various gifts, and they express themselves differently based on those specific gifts. So we're going to be discussing a whole bunch of stuff in eDlozini. What are their views on it? Izinto abazibonayo manje. Umntana lo umdala, you 10 years old, ne babe? Yes. Una 10, una 8, una 8, you know. But inkulumo yabo iphekekile, because ingane zamadlozi, they just move differently, even in terms of how they see the world, they see situations. It's very different, and maybe this will help a parent out there that is going through something what I'm going through with my kids, and nayo kunezinto akazibona kwabantwana bakhe noma akazizwe kuyingane zakhe, that you need to understand that it is normal. But before we move forward and get into ukujula kwendaba, guys, or bazalwane, my site, ne, it's just under renovations, because kuningi izinto sizoyifaka kuyona, and we're just trying to edit things and add things accordingly. So please give us time, if kukhona into ofuna ukuyi-order, please don't hesitate to WhatsApp me on 081 548 4108. And yeah, if there are any outstanding orders that I haven't fulfilled, again, please do WhatsApp me with your proof of payment. Konizwenza sure it was fulfilled, because yeah, the website www.makhosithandi.co.za is currently under revamping. So isalungiswa, isafakwa into ethile, and njengoba ngangishilo ukuthi ngizobe sengi-eda or extending the store ukuthi ngi-ede impahla lula ukuthi. So if it's reconnecting, it's fine. Just say it's reconnecting, and I know. But yes, so
You're back live, but you can only hear yourself if you're talking. You're not talking, you can't hear yourself.
Ne? Are we back?
I don't want you to face me.
No. It's fine. Just leave it as it is. It's fine. Are we back?
Yes.
Okay. So as I was saying, so in network, thing load shedding. So the network is gonna go back and forth. You understand why I don't want to do the live yesterday, and I apologize. And even Saturday I couldn't do the live. Struggle. But yes, so this EDA is a couple shawayo, not leze mkuba. So igroup leze shawayo will be adding e-pika ezahlukahlukene. If you have a different design, then you'll let us know. It's okay. Kunenye design oyibonayo oyicelayo, then we'll respond accordingly. We'll be adding, what else, Baba? Will be adding Nazareta,
Jazzy,
Jazzy,
Inkamba, Ukhamba,
logo kufaka utshwala besiZulu, because they also come differently. Khona nanomancishana lo hlala emsamo ongamuve emsamo. So we'll be adding those. We'll be adding nje into ezahlukene. Wena mawucabanga into yodlozi nje ongayicabanga edingana amahiya, so amabhayi ahlukahlukene. Imkhele, whatever. So into ehlangane nedlozi, into ethinta culture, umsamo, idlozi, ithunywa, it's gonna be on the store. When I make see into ifunayo or you just email us. I think it's orders at makhosithandi.co.za, and then we'll talk about what exactly is the design you're looking for. Really on the specific oifuna mekuti ayiko on the store or oiboni on the store. But yes, moving on to other things. Basically, nje, my babies. Yesterday, boys, we had a lot of questions yesterday. We spoke about, you guys have questions, and actually I'm gonna answer them today. So when you ask them today, then I'll answer them, and then we'll discuss everything else. But let me start, champ. How is it having Mamo Isango?
That's a difficult question. Okay.
But you can mix. You can mix.
Okay.
Mama ask the solution, please.
I don't know.
Why you never said no? Bow.
How mommy? I've never been in a life before, so.
Okay.
I feel like that's if I have a mom that is in Sangoma, it's like mommy, like you are Sangoma now. I feel always when I'm always with you, I always feel protected in my home. And I'm so happy that you became a Sangoma in order to protect us from evil stuff. Yeah, I think that's all I think about. I don't know another solution.
What's one of the small? Okay, Thando, you tell me. What is it like to have Mamo Isango for you?
For me,
Jungle Baba covered.
I feel safe, protected. That's all.
Okay, so basically obviously you guys are just gonna act nervous now. I didn't okay, up to date with all the stuff that has happened, like those in like what are the things that you guys have viewed mhlampe ezinjabulisile noma ephazamisa umoya, like all the stuff that have happened nje.
For me, the people I felt unhappy when people came here, and the people who came here came and used you.
Wow, okay.
I also feel like that things that have happened. Some of the things that bother us usually make us sad. But usually the people who came here, I don't think usually they're very good, because some of them used to do bad things, right? And some of them usually they usually used to be pretend that they're good but they're bad. But the only thing that's made me happy is every single day.
Yenzani nganyama? No, you were saying, babe.
So I don't know, but then on the things that made me happy in the other side is that whenever I feel sad, you're always here with me every single day. And when even people comes and bully me, you're always here to stand up for me.
Yeah.
And you always believe in me whenever I feel sad.
Okay. So basically, to give you guys backstory, ne? I think we're not gonna talk about names. That's not important.
Yes.
Okay. So we've had instances where we've had amatwasa come here and abanye have bullied ama or have done izinto umuntu uthuze ephehlweni but agcine enza izinto eziphazamisa umoya, not understanding ukuthi the reason why nesiya emaphehlweni ukuthi uhlonipha inoma yini yalapho egcekeni is because usungazi ukuthi amakhehla alapho la oze khona aqhagelekephi at that point, and usually abantu abadala have this way of uqhagela on vulnerable and animals or on vulnerable people, so ubona ukuthi ubuwena buthini. Excuse me, I'm coming down with the flu, but yeah, basuke befuna ukubona ubuwena ubuthi buthini. So mikuthiwa hlonipha ngisho inja yalapha egcekeni ngoba bafuna ukubona ukuthi inja mayisondela kuwena moyikhahlela na, what does that say about you, ne-level yenhlonipho noku-understand ukuthi uze kuyidlozi lalapho and awulazi ukuthi hleliphi ngaleso sikhathi, ukuthi are you grasping that concept, are you understanding ukuthi mozothoba endaweni ukuthi kuchaza ukuthini na. And a lot of people tend to, because ingane zami they're not violent people and abayona lengane eyidelelayo or is khona ukuthi ufike ekhaya uyabona ukuthi yabona-ke iy'ngane zala ayichasheni ziyavutha. My kids by nature, they are very peaceful beings. Bahamba namadlozi are peacefully. Abayithandi impi. Kodwa impi mebalandela, they can deal with it. But I think they are still kids, so they're not really grasping as to what level sometimes izinto requires them ukuthi ba behaving ngayo. So Amatwasa came here and they did stuff, and I think she's speaking with her always believer, because I'm one that I believe ukuthi imfundiso esengiyibekile enganeni zami ukuthi ukhuluma iqiniso noma kuthiwa kunzima, because angifuni ingane ezokhula amasindalo bese iyathakatha, because I understand what it means to walk in faithfulness and walk in the light no matter what is happening to you and around you. So I never punish them for speaking the truth. I only believe in punishing them if they lie, right? So I think you were speaking on. Uguti, I just always believe you, and some of the things that have happened, you feel like amathwasa figilang user, you know. I don't know. Should I don't know if I should explain why she's saying that. Should I explain the situation I had with one of the twasses?
There's so many. If you say one of them.
Long Oshil.
Recently.
Yes. In all its glory, ne? Huh? In all its glory.
Phela okunye phela wethu la endlini.
Akukho kusizani.
Hayi, phela okunye osesigodleni. Okunye akukhishwa hayi.
Ukuphi ke ngihambe ngigcinephi? Because I think ile nto ukuthi, you know, my child is saying this, and I think ile nto ukuthi kune level of stombe that they don't know. So you rather tell the story in what you think is the situation. No, that's fine, but me, you know. Ngihambe ngigcinephi? Khuluma ke wena ungachazi why ama esho njalo.
Uthini la ukuhamba ugcine ke phela khuluma nje kodwa phela okunye
angikwazi ukunye mina nguvuthulula
ke
ngivuthulula
vele ngiwa nje once
avele kunyiwa once. Okay, so I had ithwasa la ne and kuleli thwasa, and mind you, I'm explaining this, it will never be tolerated again. So angifuni ever kube khona umuntu ozocela noma ozokhala. Angisafune inyembezi zabantu because inyembezi zinamanga. Ngafunda lokho ukuthi izinyembezi zinamanga, so inyembezi cannot be trusted. You want to go to the toilet? Okay. Yeah, so inyembezi will not be tolerated anymore. Zingifundisa kakhulu, I've experienced too much. So I had a situation la kwakunethwasa ngibona ingcindezi zasekhaya. So ngahlala ngaphahla ngacela kwabadala ngathi okay uphehlo vele liyakhokhela ne and we understand that, but nasi isimo sokuthi umntwana uzohlala ephehlweni phela kuyophela 5 years ehleli like ayingaminyakazo because sibona isimo semali ukuthi sikanjani, you know. So my thing was, if ekhaya kamntwana bangakhona ukuthi balwele ukuthi umntwana into zakhe zedlozi ziphelele, mina ngiyompothula, yabo. Yilokho ukuthi ungibathisa edlozini lezi zinto efanele ikhishwe edlozini ukuthi ke nabo mebekwazi ukuthi bazikhiphe, then ngiyompothula. Then all I require is that because the father wayewumaki, that's okay. There are things I need done around the house, you know. Instead of you then paying me in these finances because you know, and ngifuna mina umuntu ukuthi at max unyaka uphele umntwana aphinde ekhaya. I don't want umuntu ohlala 2 years ephehlweni. I don't like it, I don't believe in it, and I feel like the more idlozi livumele ukubopheka kwezinto, the harder it is ukuphothula. You know, within that first year is vital. Ukuthi izinto mezenza ngendlela, then what we need to do is let's do everything as per stage, and then umntwana ke sikwazi ukuthi simgodukise. Mina kuphela nje izinto zasomsamo when it comes to umbathiso meziphuma nakhona sazi minimize to the bare minimum so that kuzokwazi ukuthi zithengeke. And then nezinto ke when it comes to umntwana ke like imbuzi zakhe nana, because I cannot financially contribute to your being as idlozi, you know. And then also in terms of food, kahle ukudla babe I can count how many times they've bought food like Kai or have given imali on food. So nje when it comes to food contributions, if angaphosisi, it was 4 times within the year that this person was here. And and nalokho ngalifihla ihlazo ngisho eqhamuka amanye amathwasa ngifihle ngingakhombisi, because bottom line is what goes on between mina and ithwasa engilivumela ukuthi libe khona empandeni is between me and that person. What is discussed ukuthi kuyini kanjani kwashakacima akuhlangane nomunye umuntu. You know, mina mengi-absorbile ukuthi umntwana wami wedlozi, you are at the same level as ingane yami engiyizele. So I need to protect you and ngikufihle amahlazo akho the way I would do for my own children. So sasimlapho nalo muntu. Lo muntu is a very person owangifunza iplate lamasimba, kwaba amanyala, kwaba nonsense, kwaba ukudelela. So when umntwana wami says ukuthi they come here, they use me, uba na leo mindset, because lo mntwana lo unezinto engangimenzele edlozini that I shouldn't have, but I did under the impression of ukuthi ngiya-understand ukuthi umntwana wami wedlozi. But nokungihleba nokungikhuluma abantu ngegama lami was beyond words. And it was so defeating and disgusting and just embarrassing to idlozi lakhe elalimthumile and to idlozi lami elamamkela that person will never have a place in my life on any level. Ngisho ngihlangana naye futhi I think nje ngokwami umuntu ongathi mengihlangana naye angahambela le kude nami, because mhlambe ngashisa ngisho igazi ngingazi mhlambe ngalala esitokisini. So nje ngabe yileso simo. So I think when Ama speaks on ukuthi umuntu abafika abantu bangiyuza, I think she's speaking on that situation because they knew, Ama no Thando, they always know what's happening like high, but because we just believe in living honestly with our kids and having them understand what's going on at all times. Nepe?
Yes.
Okay. Thando, liphela kwiphuzo, because you're the quiet one. You're the quiet baby. No, but like in terms of your experience with Amatwasa, how's it been?
Awful.
Why do you say it's awful?
Because they came here to play games and use us and you and Daddy.
Cool. What can I say?
Huh? And also that's the thing. You can't just get in someone's scolder and bath inside without even asking that to the gobelo, can I please bath inside the scolder? That's not good to order to bath in someone's scolder.
So okay, so manje sukhuluma ngethetho yedlozi. Mind you, inthetho yedlozi abantwana mami into engabazazi, they just know in terms of general stuff. But there are things that would happen that would speak in terms of inthetho yedlozi that they saw kwezazenzeka, and that's just one of them. Okay, so basically chaza bebe ngithi amathwasa melashwa, ithwasa elashwayo aligeza endlini, angithi?
Yes.
Ligeza emnyango. Right, so this is one of imthetho ngoba usuke ukhipha ukufa, usuke ukhipha ukugula ngaphansi kwakho. So umthetho, one of the laws molashwa is that awugezela ukufa endlini, ugezela emnyango. And what used to happen is lamathwasa laba would do that la isigodlweni, and unfortunately my kids had caught them and they had seen them, and then they had pretended in front of my children ukuthi into right or that is fine when they knew better. Never.
Yes.
Okay. And look, boys, he wants to be known. What else has happened, like without my knowledge? I chaotic family amshen. Chaotic.
And also twasas when when Okobele are gone and when they are not allowed to eat eggs or drink milk or eat cheese, they eat them without asking. And they pretend that they didn't eat it.
Yes, baby.
And also that when a Kobela is gone and they leave the Kobela, when the Kobela leaves the kids with twasas, and when Kobela has a 10-year-old, 8-year-old, and a 1-year-old, and when a twasa leaves a 1-year-old, it's a Scotland, and when the Scotland is very high, when you can't just leave a baby, a 1-year-old at the door, at the front of the door.
Baby, awuchazi ngani bebethatha ingane upoison bamshiye yedwa esigodlweni benza izinto zabo imkhuba yabo egcekeni. Why don't you just say it like that?
No.
Hey, akusethafa akuseBird akusenjalo.
And then the baby is okay. Those also is lumulimi.
Okay.
Okusho ngani ukuthi amathwasa ashiya upoison yedwa esigodlweni enza izinto zawo upoison wacisha walimala.
Okay. But I said that.
Oh, you say that?
Okay.
Nokuthi one of them took a video of you ungagqokile.
Oh, okay. Amathwasa can't take a Gobela's child when a Gobela's child is bathing. You can't just take a video when I go. Mommy, last time, mommy, when I was bathing, right? A Twasa just take a video of me, I'm going to I splashed water in accident Scotland. So then, the Twasa did not watch Poison because he was walking with his, what do you call this, baby walker. So then, I don't know, the door wasn't closed properly, so he could have fallen. So then I took Poison trying to put him that side, and that Twasa just victorized me, and I even told her, stop victorizing me. And then she said, I'm going to show Kobela this thing. Lati, please don't do that. And she did not listen. So then she victorized me. And then, mommy, at that time I was wearing my panty. So someone can't just victorize a Kobela's child as Scotland when it's bathing. It's wrong.
And it's illegal. It's actually child pornography. You can't do that. But I think yabo bazalwane mengisho indaba yamathwasa, number one, to have kids, all right, ube nabantwana, and also ungenela abantwana bedlozi, especially ukuthi usabakhulise. You know, I met iy'ngane zezangoma that ezibe nenhliziyo ekhuli, or uthola ukuthi inhliziyo yakhona ibophile when it comes to izinto zobungoma, no izinto zamadlozi, because of the experience that they have with amathwasa and the experience that they have when it comes to idlozi, ukuthi idlozi elinjani elivuma ukuthi umuntu afike enze lo shiti lo kumina, idlozi elinjani elivuma ukuthi labantu labo be able to get away with 1, 2 and 3 when it comes to izinto ezi-harmful kumina. And that's something that is so difficult ukuthi moba nabantwana ingakho kweminye imizi ufica ingane zogobela zidelela uzuthi yo le ngane njena ankazi ngibe kuhlunga kanjani ingane yegobela yadelela isuke yakhiwe isimo. Ezinye izingane zakhiwe izimo ezibhekene nazo ukuthi bahleli nabantu that treat them like crap, and so they grow up thinking ukuthi iyona ndlela le ukuthi ngiphatha abantu kanjena so that ngingeke mina ngihlukumezeke. Ingane zami have undergone so much emotional distress when it came to amathwasa, to the point where one of the twasas I had wayetshela umntanami uhamba ukuthi udla kakhulu, you know, and that she needs to stop eating because ingakhe nomzimba kangaka. You know, umntwana is meant to ukuthi akhuluphale ukubonakala ukuthi ingane right ihleli kahle as long as ingane healthy alikho icala lapho. And I apply ukuba ibe supermodel ingane mekuthi umzimba wayo ukuthi ibe mkhulu then fanele ibe mkhulu. But the mere fact that ithwasa was making my child feel inadequate iyenza ingane yami ukuthi izizwe ingekho right ngoba yena in itself is such disrespect to leli dlozi othi uzolithwasela la ekhaya, because that means ukuthi usuka kini ungakayazi into oyifunayo. Lelo sangoma ke vele ngeke sibe yilutho kwasona, because even endlela phatha ngisho yakhe ingane uyabona ukuthi usadinga umthandazo, you know. There's no level of ubuntu or uthando lomuntu anyakaza nalo, and it becomes such a hard thing because ingane zami, I don't want them to ever get to a point where they don't feel love and appreciation to lamadlozi lawa abakhuselayo because of how amathwasamete alakhaya act, you know. And it causes such a bad experience for my kids. And into ebuhlungu ukuthi nabo kunohambo labo abasazolihamba bazolembrace kanjani bebe bebona ukuthi abantu edlozini basiphatha kanje. Baby, how you feeling?
Fine.
Okay. In terms of your experience, nobungoma.
I have one question.
Yeah, what's your question, babe?
The question is that when ingane egobele ithunyiwe, when ingane egobele ithunyiwe ithwasa, and ingane ifuna ukudla kwayo, you can't just take away the child's food like that. And then uthi hayi uzobuya ukudle lokudla ngoba kade udla. You can't just do that to a child. That's my question.
No, you can't, baby. You're not supposed to. I think, I'm gonna be in my feelings because I did not know that has happened. But yeah, let me ask you this: based on your experience, Namatwasa, do you think you'll ever? Back to back. In terms of your experience, Namatwasa, do you ever think that you would want to interact with them again?
No.
Why?
I actually saw what Tasas do at Governor's Hut, but I can't. But it's better that I stay away from Tasas. Can't just talk to them anymore. I'm tired of them coming out to news us. I tell up and use my baby brother and all and all, and also bully Asha. They have permission to come and bully Governor's children. They don't have a permission to come and bully us or pinch us or hurt us like that. It's not right for them to come and do that. The only thing they only came here is Twasa and to Potula, and then they go home. That's all they came here for, not to came here and polish other Gobella's child. That's why I'm tired now talking to Twasa. It feels like I give up.
You give up?
I give up.
Cutting,
yeah. And how many times you're even telling them the same thing over and over and over and over again? It's like you are talking for 1,000 times. I'm tired.
What about Laleli?
It's like they're deaf, me. They're like deaf people. Deaf people can't hear. They put sign language.
Sign language.
Yes, sign language.
Not little.
They use sign language.
Okay. When I turn on,
Hey! Tasas are bad people.
Uthwasa bad. Akusiwona wonke amathwasa abhedayo.
But wonke lawo that they've experienced of that.
Lawa nina senihlangene nawo ayabheda. Ungathi wonke amathosa ayabheda. Because not every person, not wonke umuntu ophila emhlabeni uyabheda.
I did it
Okay.
also.
Mina ngiSpider-Man, ngeke la.
I'm a Spider-Man.
Ngilimala buhlungu.
But yeah, me go Spider-Man. Okay. So in the character la ukuthi not wonke amatwasa, you know, because you know sometimes amatwasa nabo kuba khona la angena khona and they have a bad experience with ukobela. You know, and they experience ukobela ongekho right. You know. So same way with nami as ukobela, I'm gonna experience amatwasa angekho right. You know, and I think you know how mommy always says ukuthi ngingaqala phansi over and over again. If it means ukuthi ngixosha lonke ithwasa esegcekeni, ngixosha yonke into esegcekeni, ngiqala phansi impande until ngithola amathwasa or ngilethele amathwasa azi ukuthi azofunana empandeni, akhona ukuthi ayiphuma ayiphethe leyo nto, akhona ukuthi ke nawo alungele izinto. Yazi bavusa imisebenzi yobaba omkhulu babo, you know. So unfortunately we just been getting nonsense people, you know. Lezo zinto zenzeka. But I think for me is based on them, do you think ukuthi if eDlozini lithi twasa, would you do it?
No.
Why?
Right.
Do not know.
What you say?
If eDlozini, based on your experience with amatwasa, if eDlozini kodwa lifuna ukuthi uthwasa uzotwasa.
Yes.
You just said car.
I didn't hear mommy properly.
Okay.
Awubuzi ngani pho?
Yeah. Yes.
Ungathwasa.
Yes, I will. But I don't usually want to tussle somewhere. I don't want to leave my home.
So ngafuna ukuthi uthwase kumina.
Yes, better than tussle in my home. Then go to another gobela. I don't trust some gobelas here.
Because they give you poison swashes.
Huh? Buzonika ini?
They might give you poison swashes.
And you never know.
Nikuthatha lokho.
Mama, we do not know.
Kodwa niyazi nje.
Oh, yes.
Do not know.
Kodwa you feel ukuthi mhlawumbe umunye umlapha angakunika umuthi wrong.
Yes.
Yes. Some gobelas do that.
Nikuthatha lokho.
Do not know.
Mama.
Do not know.
Ukuthatha lokho.
Mama, we don't
Asas.
know.
Sas.
Okay, all right. Okay, let's. Okay, now here's the thing, ne? Right now, what are you guys experiencing? Okay, so you guys recently started homeschooling, ne?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are homeschooling. So those parents that don't know what homeschooling is, it's when in Ghana, you register it. It's like an online school that Inganyako attends. Some of them do offer live lessons. Some of them offer pre-recorded lessons and manisendela e-learning materially. And then Inganyaki yawenza wonke ama-test. Yenza yonke into nje njengengane ehamba iklasi. But inganyako eyakho ifundele ekhaya. Now, when did you guys start homeschooling? Last month? This month? September? Yes.
September.
Okay. So sibaqale manje September. And the experience has been good. But the reason why I started homeschooling you guys, do you want to say why I was homeschooling you?
Yes, I want to.
Because
I want to say.
Okay.
Because at school, kids bully us, call us names, call our parents' name, and when the other kids bully their parents, the donor kids, they come and tell my teachers. And my teacher used to come and also bully me. My teacher does not like me at all.
Okay, ke. Abanye abangazi ukuthi ke benibulishon bekuthiwa nini benibiza ngani?
Usually they used to call me fat. And then they call you that, and then they put a needle on you, and then they and blow you up.
No, the other stuff. Listen, take serious, babe. Listen.
And they say siyathagatha.
Nazo ke.
And then they also call us devils, and then they say we have devil eyes.
Okay, so kakhulukazi mina bengihlukumezwe esikoleni kuthiwa ngiyathakatha, kuthiwa ngizalwa abathakathi, kuthiwa thina senza devil worshipping. Mind you, bazalwane lesi isikole sabelungu, isikole sabelungu lesade befunda kusona, and it was a private school, so it's a bengibafaka kwi-private school. Le private school yabo it was kahle kahle yamabhunu, asisho njalo nje sibe plain yamabhunu, because one of the main Afrikaans was the first additional language for them, and case after case bengiye esikoleni, kahle kahle solo kwaqala unyaka bengiye esikoleni, ingane zami zihlukunyezwa, izilokhu kuthiwa bayathakatha, othisha babahlukumeze ngoba nakho bezalwa izangoma. And unfortunately, this is something that we face when we are healers, where our kids get bullied at schools because of who we are. And the unfortunate thing is that the sad thing is that if ingane ayimazi umthakathi, but izomazi umthakathi if kuwulimi lasekhaya ukuthi lo mndeni lo ayazi, laba bantu laba ya bayathakatha, then ingane izothatha leyo nto iye naye esikoleni. So that was the consistent thing that was happening with my kids, to the point where it became a case of
there was two child at school was raised by Ukobela. So I think those children learned from her mother, because her mother was Ukobela.
Wisangoma.
Yes.
Ukobela umuntu othwasisayo njengami, ngiyathwasisa so ngukobela. But uma abathwasisi so akayinukobela.
No, she wears
uthwasile akathwasisi.
Oh,
Umuntu othwasisayo umuntu oba namathwasa.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, uthi one of the kids bezalwa uma wayo beyisangoma. Kodwa bezikhuluma kanje.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was just one of those things that we were facing. We are going to homeschool our kids because ngifundile ushabala ngifundile ngiyasifuna ukuthi sibayifundise in a system whereby siyakwazi ukumonithisha izinto efanele ukuthi mabayifunde. Now the reason why I'm explaining this, ingane zami fanele zidle igobongo. Khona le gobongo edliwa yingane ezihlushwa amadlozi, khona amadlozi engeke abaqhwagele kabuhlungu, uthola ukuthi sometimes mefunda into kube ngathi akaboni, or ingane iba nokugula, ibe inteke ungazi ukuthi yini, kanti uthola ukuthi kuvuka amakhehla or ogogo kuyona and sebefuna ukusebenza. And uAmana, she's had instances where kuvuka idlozi lakhe selifuna ukusebenza, hence why she's in the grade la kuyona, ngenxa yesimo sokuthi waba nonyaka la wayehlushwa khona idlozi selifuna ukuthi athwase. And ngiyakhumbula bazalwane, I did say once ukuthi ngangayeka umngoma, it was that year ngiyeka umngoma ngoba ngigowisha idlozi, but that's a story for another day. Okay, so Nothando has the same problem. Nali idlozi lakhe linakho ukuthi livuke, or sometimes ukavuka isithunywa sakhe naso sifuna ukuthi ngathi siyasenza. So ngathi okay, njengoba they're going to go through the situation of homeschooling, sesokwazi manje ukuthi ingane zethu sikhulise ngamasiko nezinto okufanele ukuthi mayifezeke edlozini for them in the various stages that they need to be done, because ingane ukuthi ifake isiphandle esikoleni is a problem. No matter how much they say no, it's fine, it's accepted, but kunengane ukuthi zike ihlukumezeke based on the fact that they are fulfilling izinto zabo zamadlozi. Okay, so amagobongo abo abazowenza abantwana, they'll be able to do them now under the space and time of ukuthi abasanazi incindezi ukuthi if mekhona into afanele abayenze esikoleni kuzothiwani. But how have you guys been feeling about being homeschooled?
I thought it was better to organize it. I don't have to get bullied at school, so you don't have to go attend my school every single day. You have to talk to the principal. Every single day you have to tell her the same thing over and over and over, but she still don't listen. So it's better if I be homeschooled.
Sandra, how have you been feeling about being homeschooled?
You haven't talked a little.
No, now we are Pazamisa.
Oh, inshallah.
Happy. How do you feel about being homeschooled?
Happy.
Why?
Because I don't get bullied and no one can call us names. And yeah, that's all.
Shabala, in all of this, like, what has been your stance in having to, integrate or ukuhlanganisa isimo sokuthi ubaba ekhaya and uzodlala indima yokuba ubaba wamathwasa, and you also get your own kids and ziyaduma.
That's a difficult question to you to answer.
Yeah.
No. Into engayisho mina ukuthi hlezi sizithiwa ogobela abananhliziyo ogobela nje ngathi ukubeka nje kodwa kungaqondile udela kodwa bayizinja yabo. Leyo nto leyo noma ngithi leyo nhliziyo leyo ungamnandaba noma ukuba nobunja ekuphatheni umuntu lonto so idalwa abantu. Yabo. So nathi ke njengoba sibhekene nalo nto leyo sizama ngayo yonke indlela ukuthi amaphutha abanye abantu aweli kwabanye abantwana abazofika noma abasazoba khona la ekhaya ngenxa yabanye abantu. So senda kuba nzima ngempela when usuzwa ingane zakho sezitshela iy'ndaba kanje noma igameko esikanje and futhi nakhona bakutshela sebehambile. Yabo, muthi babuza ukuthi nabe besho sebehambile bathi hayi besibacabangela bengafuni ukuthi bexoshwe what not. Yabo. So ngasho ukuthi kunzima, it's ayikho indlela mhlawumbe engasho ukuthi i-advice ukuthi ngingaqhwayisa kanjani noma ngikweluleke kanjani. Inzima ukubhekana nayo. Ayikho indlela nje straightforward ukubhekana nayo. Indlela ongasho ukuthi hayi wena mawubhekene nento kanje nansi indlela emele uyilandele. Yabo. Kodwa nje ngasho ukuthi nje into ebalulekile ukuthi ulungise inhliziyo yakho. Umuntu noma umuntu omoya obuye futhi abe umuntu angazuthi ugubela noma ofundisa abantu.
Tell me something. I don't think people understand or umuntu okufanele ayolungisa how much ukulapha affects a marriage, there's so many things that need to be on hold within your marriage because we are lapa, I don't worry about these five.
Oh, put on my child in school.
No, that's right. How has it, like, everything that has happened to date, how has it affected us in terms of how we function as a couple and for you?
Ngathini ibe nomthelela omningi kwengqabela ebhedayo beqiniso. Ngoba izinto eziningi bucuza uthathisa mina ngenzanga lutho.
How daddy, that's
Umama wethathisa mina kodwa ngenzanga lutho mina.
Sometimes mommy gets frustrated.
I frustrated.
Frustrated.
Nazo.
Mama bagcina uthathisa mina kodwa mina ngenzanga lutho. Ngizixabana nami. No reason. Mawena ukuloyo.
You also cry. Sometimes you cry.
Ba.
You also come and say something to mommy, and mommy, you say to mommy did it, but she didn't. You guys do the same things.
Mm-mm.
And you come and complain to mommy
No.
when she didn't do nothing.
No.
I think our point here ne, is that
As a
ukulapha umuntu ukufika komuntu egcekeni ogulayo udinga ukuthi manilashwe idinga ukuthi izinto zomndeni sigcina seyihlehlele emuva because asikwazi ukuphazamisa ledlozi angithi liletha abantu ukuthi bezolashwa. So manje whatever that we do we have to do it in consideration of ukuthi fanele kujabule idlozi kuqala and then we are second. So kunezinto mina as umakoti wakoshabalala engakwazi ukuthi ngizenze noshabalala ngenxa yokuthi manje kunomuntu la egcina ofanele ukuthi mayilashwe and mekuthi ke fanele alashwe lo muntu that means ukuthi thina sobabili kunezinto ekufanele sizile singangeni kuso and then we need to also make sure ukuthi this person's healing becomes a priority. So umuntu uma efika la ekhaya afike enze ushit ifike ifake nesicefe sokuthi I am sacrificing within my relationship with my husband and my husband is sacrificing within the relationship with his wife, and then Tina as parents we are sacrificing our children because umuntu ofanele ukuthi makathole usizo aqala obalekile umuntu ofikile ozolashwa. So if it's our child's birthday mhlawumbe ibirthday amana sikwazi ukuthi si-entertaine leyo nto kube sisaxa kwizinto zasemsamo. Ibirthday yaThando asikwazi ukuthi si-entertaine leyo nto ngoba sisaxa kwizinto zasemsamo kufanele ukuthi masilunga. Mekuthi kunezinto ebeyifanele ukuthi zenzeke kubona or sizenzele bona asakwazi manje because nangumuntu la odinga ukuthi mayilashwe nangumuntu la udinga ukuthi ahanjiswe emanzini or udinga ukuthi ahanjiswe entabeni or udinga ukuthi enze ukuthi. So we fulfill our roles more so as parents bamoya than we do as parents benyama. And angazi yini that I did in life to deserve ingane's understand that because uthola ukuthi ukhuluma nengane ikhulema emaphehlweni in terms of their parents being izangoma or whatever the case may be or healers uthola ukuthi kuba nalokho kunaleyo resentment ekhona ukuthi yazi thina we were always second, the people that were always first were these people ababukfika, you know. So we would sacrifice, my kids would sacrifice their room, you know, my kids would sacrifice their space in order to accommodate umuntu ofikile, you know. And sibusiso leso ukuthi abantwana bami baya understand ukuthi kuphela into efike bebuhlungu is that it's the level of sacrifice that you as a healer end up doing within the commitment of ngawuvuma nomsebenzi. So noma kuthiwa kwenzakalani kudinga ukuthi ke mangicwilise or ngijabulise leli dlozi leli kukhona ukuthi liqhube ibusiso kwezinye izinto hlanhla leyo futhi mina ngagana umntwana wedlozi so that sizokwazi ukuthi sibambisane esimeni sikamoya. So we have levels of understanding of each other in what we do when it comes to the space of idlos. And the one thing that guides us is that we understand and we know God. Hey babe, you know God?
Everybody knows God.
No. Yesterday you were asking me questions about God and why is he white, and you know, why do people act like he's white when he was black and all those things.
Why does people say every time God is white but God is black?
I guess they don't know what God's color skin.
Uches. Okay, so there's God.
There's Mary.
Uches. Okay, so you guys had asked me about Isimusa why in the people act like he's white when in fact he was black. And it's for us we have these discussions so they make us, you know, understand the depth of how black people were meant to be broken. So kunaleyo nto ukuthi fanele singayiqhenyi ngokuthi we are children of the soil. Yabo, fanele singayiqhenyi ukuthi thina sanika iy'phiwo ezayiqhamuka kuNkulunkulu uqobo, because our Africanism, made us so that we can have such a deep connection and understanding of God. Thina siyakwazi ukuxhumana noNkulunkulu uqobo, of which, for the most part, what happened with lento yokucindezela, ukucindezeleka from abelungu to us black people, ukuthi babefuna ukuthi basiqhelenise noNkulunkulu, ukuthi sibone ngathi indlela yethu yokuphila nendlela yethu yokwenza izinto indlela yethu yokwenza izinto wasn't enough, So how do you do that? Umuntu owayebekiwe
to go in life.
Umuntu owayebekiwe to be our savior, or the representation of our savior. Fanele singishintshe kube umuntu ozoba umlungu.
Nazo.
Shaba no Satan uyabuka uyahleka. Look. Ithando. Awusamubi ke mfethu. Awusamubi. No, the chaos, shame, the chaos of the Shabalala household. I poison ayaludlali. Mase sayimisele nje ukuthi yabo lelibelele ulifuna la. Yazi nashintshisane mina, go to that side of the camera. When you to this side and have the conversation with your. Let's Shabal.
Should I turn it?
Shabal. No, it's fine. Shabal, let's. I think we all left. Shabalala. This is a longer conversation than I expected.
I know, right? It's like you know.
It's like we know what.
It's like you know.
Okay.
Y'all are so cute.
Is it mommy when you talk to?
Okay, so it's just abengichazana lento ukuthi thina kahle kahle zabantu abamnyama, we are meant to be disconnected to God, and the way to do it was ukusihlukanisa nenkolo yethu, was ukusihlukanisa nendlela esenza ngayo izinto, was ukusihlukanisa namasiko ethu. And so even ingane zethu uqobo meziya kule ikole lezi zifundisa ukuzinyeza as abantu abamnyama, zifundisa ukuthi their hair makes them inadequate, inwele zabo zibenza ukuthi bangafani nabanye abantwana, and kufanele ukuthi bangaziqhenyi ngayo, whereas culturally ikhanda lakho, there's a level of uthando ofanele unika lona, because that's where sometimes your ancestors sit. Amahlombe ekhanda, amadlozi akho ayahlala lapho. So there's a level of pride in the things, even izinto esiyigqokayo nezinto imqhele yethu is showing pride in who we are as indle emnyama. Yeah. So when it comes to how when you think of ukwakha umndeni umuntu edlozi as the man in the relationship, what difficulties do you feel are there edala ukuthi abantu bahluleke ukuba nesimo sokubekezelelana bamoya bebone ngathi sidala ukuthi sibe singile ngoba the way we function as spiritual beings zidala ukuthi ama relationship engalast?
Uthiyene edala lokho.
I think it's a very full question. Like, a lot of people always say, "Uti, it's hard to have a relationship no muntu kamoya." You know, you've had men ask you ukuthi to manje wenza kanjani ngoba hey izangoma. You know.
Hey, ukuthi inzima ngempela ukuhlukanisa nomuntu usuthandana naye noma ushadene naye.
Ganene naye.
Yeah, so ganene ushadene lokho nikona. Kunzima ukuhlukanisa ngempela ngoba manje mina ngindoda ukuthi lapha umfazi wami phela. Lelo phela. Ngizizwa lonto leyo. Now was on a kind of job,
You don't sound like that.
Makhosi. Hey, I put those on a long one.
Yeah.
Ngizombaza. Noma say, ngempela ngisangoma.
Bobosi.
Ngitshela umuntu wala emhlabeni.
Yeah.
So kuba nzima ngempela ukuthoba noma ukufika la kwizinga la niwazi ukuthi libambisane ngaso noma lisizane. Yabo noma lizwiswane kahle. Buhlupha nini. Kodwa kumele ukuthi uzibheke wena nokuthi uthando nokuzinikela kwakho eDlozini ukuthi kuhambe kuphele kephi. Yabo. Mawukuthi umuntu olihloniphayo eDlozi ophuma ekhayeni la khona iDlozi belaziyo obelaziswa. Noma behlatshwa o amaseko abegcinwa iDlozi yalazi. Noma kuthiwa ubuwenzani ubukephi beke wabizwa nje eminyango uthi umsebenzi uyaqala manje endlini inkosi impepho. Ngisho nomalume lo ohluphayo impela uyazama ukuthula kancane seshisa impepho. Akathuli phela ukuze kuqedwe uyazama ukuthula kancane. Yabo okutshengisa khona ukuthi iba khona lo nhlonipho leyo. So lo nhlonipho leyo uma ukuthi uyifunde ekhaya noma mhlawumbe iqala ekhaya la kuthona khona iDlozi uyahlonipha uyathoba uyabekezela yabo uyaguqa bamole uguqe. Musuhlangene nomuntu ke nangeke oneDlozi noma umuntu ozwana naye oneDlozi. Yes uzoba nzima ukuthi umthobela kodwa uzohamba uzofike lapho. Nawe uthi uhamba uzofika but uzohamba nawe ubone ukuthi into efanayo le. Yabo phela ukuthi lapha ekhaya besiguqa umsamo ushisa impepho sikhulume neDlozi. Manje mehluko ukuthi umakoti wami noma umnyeni wami oneDlozi. Yabo. So kumele ngithobele yena ngiguqele yena. Kodwa nakhona futhi ngiguqela umthobele uze yabo. Hambe.
Yiyo la leyo. Hambe yileyo ichaze.
Ayihamba mpime phela hawo.
Imaphi ke plan khona?
Hamba yimi phela ngishabalala mbona. Ngizokhuluma naye iDlozi lakho utshela ukuthi ngishabalala. Sokhulumisana. So yeah. Ime kanjalo.
But do you think it's difficult, you know, trying to be a black man, or a Zulu man, you know, with all that Leonte issues in indoda umZulu, uphinde ube umuntu kamoya, uphinde ube nomfazi kamoya, uphinde ube nezingane zomoya. When it comes to umthwalo of that alone to you, like, I want to understand it like from your perspective, ukuthi how do you navigate kanjani lento, because siyahlanya sonke la endlini and you are literally the calmest of all of us. How do you maintain that, because I know sometimes big scene there.
Uthasifanye abantu. Umuntu unendlela yakhe yokulamula izinto noma ukuxazulula izinto, to solve problems. You don't solve problems in the same way. You don't react in the same way. Yabo. So mina indlela yami angeke sifane nendlela omunye umuntu. Noma ekhaya isho kanjalo. So yeah, kodwa nje indlela sengivele ngithi nje. So bona phambili.
That's what you do?
Angithandazile nje ngathi awu dansa uma azile. Dala uJesu la. Ya uJesu la uthanda zomqala nje uqhubela phambili. Qinisiswa inkinga noma usuqhamuke ne-answer noma usunempendulo noma usunendlela yokuqhubeka phambili.
NgesiZulu kunesisho kuthiwa inkunzi ezimbili azibusi esibayeni esisodwa.
Inkunzi ayihlalelani.
If you know, because as eDlozini, there's ways like esithoba ngayo without actually ukuthoba. Siyantshontsha indlela esithoba ngayo, kunendlela esithoba ngayo without fully ukuthoba within a relationship. I think what I want to understand is ngoba now umlilo ukuvuthe ushise bhe. Ubhoge like you've never bogged before. Hlaka ngokuyazi, bese sonke la endlini siyabaleka umuntu nomuntu ubheka umgodi wakhe okucasha.
Yeah.
Knowing how you can be like that, and understanding, dynamics the relationship as a black man, how do you feel that if kuneyinkunzi ezimbili, how to navigate or ucathula so that ucathula so that aliphazamisani esimeni sikamoya, ngoba phela siphila ngenyama but fanele singaphazamisani emoyeni.
Uthini umbuzo wakho be?
How do we move in a manner that we don't disturb each other's peace as spiritual beings, njengoba siphila ngokwenyama? Because fanele singakhohlwa ukuthi I think what you tried to explain earlier is that you are dealing with different elements of a person, right? You deal with the person, like mina, mina Gachen odila nawe as ushabalala. All right? Then kuba nendlela futhi ukuthi any element yokuthi mina eZidlozi ngibuye ngidile nawe eZidlozi, and then kube ne element of
uthini umbuzo wakho?
Angithi
awuchaze.
I'm breaking it down, baba.
Umbuzo mude kangaka.
But how do you navigate so that let's understand when to know that this is an element ethinta enyameni and this is an element ethinta eDlozini? Ukuthi lokhu ke manje sizohamba sifike la kuphazamisa thina ngokomoya, or we can deal with this without ukuphazamisa thina as our spiritual selves, but deal with it as our human selves. Ngoba ziningi inkinga in a relationship and a family.
Mom, put the paper up.
I'm confused. I understand.
I understand. Kunenkinga that
what I can say is that entweni eziningi entweni eziningi kuhamba wena phambili, right? Hamba phambili, mina ngilandela ngemuva. Usho ukuthi no, siyangapha, siyangala. Uma ngibona ukuthi hayi ngathi yabo ngathi sesingena ngo-left-ke manje, ithi hayi no, ngibona ukuthi siphuma ngala. So yona indlela yami
Yes, Bobby, you should have been a politician. You've answered without answering. What's it that said? What's a line that every politician says? What's I'm a politician. I don't know very well, or something. There's something that they say. If they don't, then yabo ukuthi hayi ngekuprotect kodwa bebasho uyazi ukuthi uzoprotect umpotho wakwashabela. Hey bazalwana nazi abekho abantu abanabanga nje abantu bakashabela, ningahamba nyephi futhi ke enibazi abantu bakashabalala ningangivumela. Abantu bakashabela bandamaga isifo sakhona ngathi nje kwaba khona that thing eyaqhamuka yathi nje kuze siconfirm ukuthi wakashabela fanele ube namaga. Namaga yini baba?
Angazikhuluma ngani.
Hawu.
Angazikhuluma ngani. Ngizwa ngawe mina.
Anama?
Ngiqala ngawe.
Oh please. Nengane zakho nje ziyacathula kulowo line.
Nani futhi lapha?
Yes.
Le show mama.
Angazushela umamana. Angeni yebo.
Asimazi ushona mama.
What you say. I was gonna tell you but I'm watching you guys. You guys are so weird. And this one, person is a kanga. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this, Nepe. Ngoba wena umkhulumi wami.
Ha.
Okay, let me ask you this, ne? When why every time you said this, you always say ukuthi you have a level of mingivuka idlozi or mobona kuvuka idlozi uba nokusaba.
Only it's because I don't know.
Ukhuluma isizulu kancane sisame isizulu kancane.
Okay. Mama, I'm not some old boys on the cushion. Like mama, I'm gazi. That part every time we forget it feels like it's like they're dying, something is affecting them. That's why I always get when you forget it. So it's like when we umuntu ayana bevuka it's like umuntu something is affecting him ngathi uyagula and getting worse, like umuntu begula, like they get worse and then they feel like they're gonna die. It's like that. That's why it's listening. It's savage. Even when they like it goes on the snakes, that's why I'm afraid. Cause mama, me and snakes are connected. Me and snakes.
Oh, it's what in the vein, yoke.
No.
Yes, up.
That's how.
Bese khona nje la endlini.
Bese khona. What did I not told you when I was running from my wanted to go to John Lewis Baba Valley. Mommy, I even told you that time that I dreamt about it. I told Mommy, I have a feeling you know I was still lying. And I even told you the time I said, Mommy, at the time I dreamt about the pig, I sent to the pigs and there was snakes inside the house outside. I told you there was a green snake, right? A green snake, and there was a brown, I don't know, a brown with two white, brown and white snake. And that's why there was a green snake. So I did tell you there was a green snake and one brown. So last time I was running for me, it was Mommy, kitchen. The time got to and I saw a snake over there. What's it? And guys, there's a snake behind you. Oh boy, the dinner because they're chopping a mazamba. So then the snake just came. I saw the big and the snake came in. Boo. And Mommy, I ran the whole house. And then Mommy, you were sitting in your room. I ran the whole house. There was a snake in the pan in the morning. And then it followed me and it bit me in my hand. But I did not feel any pain because the poison did not get it. So I felt that it's not Umthakazi snake is a eDlozini snake. So the brown and white one was a eDlozini snake. Because it bit me, but I did not feel any pain.
Alizokukhotha mntanami, ezokukhotha idlozi.
I
Yeah, but it's almost fine. We're losing height.
Yeah, ne? Okay, but I think baby. Thando nje uvela ubona ukuthi ngempela siqedi, and but I think we do have to wrap this up. Okay. My thing is this, Snap, before we wrap up. Every time things happen, we're taking it day by day, right? Right. We believe in love. We believe in God. We believe in having faith, and we believe in ukubekezela, ne? And even though sometimes people don't do us justice, right? And they don't do right by us. Even though sometimes people don't do right by us, you know, and they don't treat us well, or abahloniphi, kodwa ushide ngisawubekezelela nje mina angisanaso isikhathi and anginayo leyo patience.
if you, okay, you're saying that you don't have patience. When someone here and do wrong stuff, you're gonna say, get out of my house.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Simple. I saxoxisa mntanami. Ungazazi uzowenzani uyaxoshwa la ekhaya.
Okay.
Ngoba asadingi izinto ezoniphazamisa emoyeni, asadingi izinto ezosixovula sabantu bamoya. Together we've conquered a lot. Together we've learned how ukuthi sibekezelelane so that we grow in love, we grow in light, we grow in faith, and we grow in our culture. And we know ukuthi kunezinto ezesintu ekufanele silandelele so that, you know, our family is strengthened and our ancestors find strength in us, and the relationship continues to grow stronger. And isibane sihle kubanye abantu ukuthi you guys can make it as a family, you guys can power through and see that kuyakwazi ukuthi kuphilwe kwikhaya ngokuthula nothando, even though nyawazisa amadlu amathongo, nyawazisa and nyazisa into enhlanganisile, which is umoya engcwele. Ngoba lo gcobo esinalo, lo gcobo eliphiwa amandla liqhamuka kuNkulunkulu uqobo, inyanga enkulu ephethe zonke inyanga ezulwini nasemhlabeni. And if we continue to have faith and we pray and we understand who God is in our lives and what it means to walk with ancestors and to walk in faith, then nothing can destroy what we are building. Nothing can isphazamise ngokomoya or ngokwenyama. Noma kuthiwe inyama ibuye ibe ntekenteke ngoba abantu babhizi ngobumnyama ngobubusuku, abantu bayathakatha. But uNkulunkulu nathi, iDlozi linathi, and we shall conquer. And I love you guys in my depth. And I appreciate that benisabu kuluma, but you tried. You know, ay boys, ufuna ukuphakama mphakamisi avalelise.
And go show such a
Bekushisa nje. Yeah. So nje continue to grow with us and continue to grow with us in Badeni, continue to grow with us and watch our family grow and watch us, you know, continue to open our lives and open up our issues and the things we are experiencing, and continue to experience life with the Shabalalas and the babies, and in all that we learn. Ulwazi sitholayo siyohlezi sinika lona. So nje let's grow in love and light. Makhosi. Makhosi.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
You're so cute, baby.
Mama, you always have to sing